Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am AstroZerg from YGG Gaming. Today, I am going to show you a replay of basically one of the games I played yesterday. It was quite interesting and it's something I'd never seen before. So let me just get to the introductions first. In the top right corner, we have AstroZerg, aka me. And in the bottom left corner, we have Kappa Marine. So, basically, the way that this started seemed pretty standard. Kappa Marine opens up with the, obviously, Supply Depot Barracks. That's very ordinary, considering that's really the only thing you can do. But what is interesting is, over here, he gets a reactor. But over here, he gets a reactor as well. So, or refinery, sorry. And that's very interesting. So, 2 refineries means they're most likely going to be getting some kind of mechanical technology later on in the game, or even early in the game. And so, up here, I do an early expand with and then get a extractor and spawning pool. And both players are keeping up with their economy and macroing quite well. So you can see here what Caparine is doing is he's getting a Reaper, which basically is a pretty standard build where they go Reaper first and they do a little harass in the other person's base. And the thing about Reapers though is you can't expect to you can't go with Reapers for too long, because eventually metabolic boost comes, and that'll easily catch up with the Reapers, and the Reapers will be taken out, as well as the Queens for backup. The interesting thing, though, here is we have a Ghost Academy. Now, this is a very early Ghost Academy at 2 minutes, and so this signifies some kind of Ghost play, whether it's nukes, nukes, or really just harassing. And then we have a factory. So really, right now he has 2 options of either going for nuke drops or just for cloak, ghost, harass. So as the second base is getting started with production for AstroZerg or me, both queens are coming, and this Reaper comes in. The most this is something that you'll see a lot, where against Zerg, the Reapers will go in. Usually, though, most of the time Reapers don't do that much damage. Unless you know how to use it really well, Reapers usually tend to end up actually hurting the person using it than the actual harassee, as I should say, because of the fact that really the only thing this Terran player is doing is maybe slowing me down a little bit of what I'm doing and killing a few Zerglings. Not much drones are actually dying. So that here we have the ghosts being hidden from my Overlord. This Overlord's in a really bad spot. See, usually you want it somewhere over here or over here, just to be able to scout like both bases and stuff. The reason why this isn't being taken out though is because if he does, it would show the ghost, which is something you don't want to do. So as this Reaper is still up in the base with a creep queen and 2 queens, this is real, and metabolic boost, this is the end of that Reaper. So now you'll see he's got to do something soon, because he can't just sit here and do nothing. And so let's see if he sees this. So I do end up scouting these 2 Hellions. Therefore, I know that he's going to counter with Hellion soon, which means I need to have this roach horned up and get some roaches out ASAP. Now, I don't see these ghosts or this Ghost Academy because it was so well hidden. So I'm taking a 3rd base and going along as if everything's normal. 2 saturated bases, which is really good. But I think it would have been a lot better if I had scouted, because then I could have seen, oh, he doesn't have a 2nd base, or oh, he doesn't have a 3rd base, or a 2nd base at his 3rd base expansion spot. So now, as Kappa Marine moves out, I am not aware of this, but fortunately I have this Overlord out here, so I know he is coming. I think he's coming with 4 Hellions, and I'm so focused on that I didn't actually see this. I saw it, but I wasn't actually paying attention to it, unfortunately. So if I had done that, I would have known he had ghosts. Unfortunately, here you see lots of Zerglings versus a few roaches. Problem is, Hellions and Hellbats just roast Zerglings, literally, as you can see there. And these ghosts are here to snipe these roaches, as well as the fact that, and queens, as well as the fact that these Hellbats are really good against roaches. Now, roaches in mass numbers versus Hellbats are not good. So right here you can see this little ramp block off that I have here. That does a little bit because then these two can't do anything and this guy can't do much. So it decreases the damage a little bit. You can see he breaks through easily. Fortunately, in production tab you can see lots of roaches are being made. This is the best option I have right now. Zerglings would do nothing, and these roaches have somewhat damage, some little amount of damage, so they can do something. But as you can see, eventually these ghosts are out of energy. There's only 3 Hellbats left. This is looking to be a very sad gameplay. Now, the thing about this is that, oh, and we have the GG. So the thing about this is that here there's a lot of roaches and 2 bases full of drones versus this 1 base full of SCVs. So I'd say if he had expanded and gotten a 2nd base going even while he was doing this attack, he might have been able to stay in the game if he had gone straight for workers. Like when he came up this ramp, instead of going for the roaches, it would have been a lot smarter to get as much damage economically as he could, so that he could slow me down and still have a chance to win. Instead, he focused on the roaches, causing him to lose. This is AstroZerg from YGG Gaming. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.